Tune in.
I said that I love you.
Changing the way you listen to radio. Listen to radio. Listen to radio.
It goes down right here on iLive Radio. Yo, this is Razan here, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you, we listen to radio.
What's up, everybody? This is Cy Smith, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
My beautiful people, it's your man Tayanas, and right now you got it locked to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio around the world, baby.
Hey, what's up? This is your girl Gwendolyn Collins, aka The Storyteller, and guess what? I am working on my third solo project, Storytelling Side 3, Hello Again. It would be so cool if you would partner with me in what will probably be the most personal and deepest story I've ever told through my music. Please check out my crowdfunding campaign by going to Indiegogo.com. That's INDIEGOGO.com. And just search for me, Gwendolyn Collins. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you. Mwah.
Attention, all musicians, bands, associations, clubs, and organizations that represent urban styles of music across Canada. Now is the time to rebuild our urban music nation. All urban music followers under one umbrella. Urban Music Nation is a non-profit organization committed to the development of urban music. Free memberships are available now. urbanmusicnation.ca. Urban Music. One voice. Strength in unity.
Vibes and Vinyl is here every Friday live at 8 p.m. on iLiveRadio.com. Formerly of Toronto's FM radio airwaves, DJs Gene King and Ray Prasad are in the house once again to continue their tradition, promoting great house music to the world. You will hear exclusive releases and sometimes traveling back in time via some of the best disco, soul, funk, and house. So keep it locked and enjoy the ride. DJs Gene King and Ray Prasad have provided their listeners since 1996. Vibes and Vinyl in your face.
Join me, Uncle Funky, at noon Eastern Standard Time every Saturday for our music show, Give Me the Night, here on iLive Radio, and enjoy a nooner like nope.
Hi, my name is Derek Roach, local musician, music producer, and educator in Toronto. I hope everyone is safe and healthy during this time and keeping busy making your life and those lives around you better. I've created a support page for all local Toronto and Ontario musicians and entertainers called Toronto Musicians Fight for COVID-19 Revenue Rights. Our mission is to fight for the loss of income for all Toronto, Ontario musicians and entertainment professionals due to the COVID-19 virus outbreak. Recently, we've learned that the government is thinking about not extending the $2,000 we get per month. We need the CERB program extended and continued into 2021 until they will allow us back to work. If you have concerns or have been affected by this, please join our group. Thank you for taking your time to listen, and a big thanks to Jason Henry from iLive Radio for supporting local musicians, entertainers, and entertainment venues.
What's good? This is your girl, Drea Ivy, introducing my new show, Ivy Talks, the dopest podcast coming out of the beautiful city that is Miami, Florida, featuring the best artist interviews, covering the illest events in the city as we propel the culture of hip-hop and R&B. Make sure to check out Ivy Talks each and every Monday from 11 p.m. to midnight on iLive UK, changing the way you listen to radio. Let's talk.
Ready to start your Saturday night? Tune in to the Beats and Bass Show here on iLive Radio with me, DJ Deep Sound. Delve into the sounds of 140 deep dubstep, drum and bass, house, and many genres. Spinning something different every week, featuring special guest DJs and artists. The Beats and Bass Show, weekly from 2 to 4 p.m. UK time here on iLive Radio. Be there or be square.
You're listening to iLive Radio. www.iliveradio.com.
Honey Drop.
We are in a state of emergency. Emerge and see. Don't panic. The reports are real. Another black man died the other day, and the four people responsible call themselves human beings. But don't panic. Emerge and see. See the truth. No one is coming to save you. But don't panic. You don't need them to. Emerge and see. See that you're hated because of your greatness, your beauty, your intelligence, your strength. The very fact that racism exists means you matter. Think about it.
You are now listening to Honey Drop on iLive Radio. Honey Drop.
Lisa said you can't come around here no more. When we broke the bed, she felt disrespected and all. Confused, said, would I ever do that to you? And in return, I felt like a fool. Now I walk for days with nowhere to rest my head. Vape in my mouth, I got a feeling that it might be dead. There's no smoke as I reach for my pocket and my phone. There's no text, there's no missed calls. In the morning, we can start over. In the morning, we can start over. In the morning, we can start over again. Reading about traumas and our daughters has got me shook. I got things to learn, I got fears to burn. Till then I won't cook a bun in my oven when I wanna get wet. No matter how my guy protests. On the third day we shall rise again and come back around. Been here before, kinda sick of myself, but also quite proud. It's hard being at the mercy of men and dealing my cards with the wrong hand. In the morning, we can start over. In the morning, we can start over. In the morning, we can start over again. In the morning, we can start over. In the morning, we can start over. In the morning, we can start
Yes. Peace and blessings, y'all. You are locked into iLive Radio, and my name is Lucia Dee. What a weekend. You know what? Crazy times all around, man. I want to thank y'all for being here with me, as always, from 5 to 7 p.m. on Sundays here in Toronto. But before I even begin and start to chat about anything else, I really want to extend, as is necessary, massive birthday blessings out to Mr. iLive himself, Jason Henry DJ Sessions. We had a most beautiful evening sort of celebrating his 50th. I'm not going to crack on you right now. But celebrating his 50th, and it's been an absolutely incredible year for Sessions, and getting to, for the very first time since everything, Armageddon struck and we were all locked down, to have the opportunity to celebrate something amongst people is really beautiful. But today is the actual day, so I want to send much love and respect out to Sessions. If you think about the expanse of what he is doing, to hit this 50th year marker in life, it couldn't be any sweeter. Jason has been instrumental in, me just watching from the background of things and getting to work with him and alongside him, the drive and the purpose behind what he is doing with iLive Radio, iLive Music. We've expansed across to the UK. If you guys stay with us, you're going to see some major things happening over the next few months, as we expand iLive into different regions of the globe, right? But yeah, I have nothing but excitement, to be really honest, about what is going to come in the next, I'm not going to say 50 years, because 50 more years doing iLive, I don't know if the man can withstand that, but however much time that we are pushing and doing this thing together, I'm excited about all of that. So much love and respect to you, Sessions. I'll crack on you when I see you. I'll behave myself this evening. I want to send some major love out to those of you following along here on Facebook Live. We are now condensing how we pump out, so you are forced to follow us here on iLive Radio on all platforms. Facebook, we're on SoundCloud. We have an Apple Podcast. Spotify. Weekly, as our shows pump out, you can go to these different platforms and get the recordings of what we've done for that week, right? So I see my best friend out there, and she is caught up. She is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin right now, battling with the pandemic of Trump and COVID. I'll leave it like that. But I want to send some love to you, Tam Tam, and I can't wait to see your face in real life. To Kiara, I see you there, my love. Blessings to you, songstress. One interesting thing, tonight before we start digging into the music and everything, as I was preparing for today's show, the one thing that really struck me was that, yes, we have been under lockdown, and socially and psychologically, the things that are going on in front of our eyes, it's very difficult to handle and to get a hold on. But the one thing that I'm finding is music is absolutely capturing what we are going through, and for the feelings that we may not be able to speak, I find that a lot of the music and sound that is being pumped out by producers and rappers and singers, what is coming out of these individuals right now is absolutely incredible. So tonight, to be really honest with you, it's a lot of just good feeling music, man, stuff you can snap your head to a little bit. A lot of new stuff coming out of not only Toronto, but just the United States, the UK. So today we are going to listen to some of that brand new Ego LMA, which we actually just started with. In the Morning is the name of that track. We're going to listen to a lot of the brand new J Soul Beats Treats 2 that you can absolutely get on, and I suggest you get it on Bandcamp, because you get access to these bonus tracks, and the bonus tracks, if you don't get to hear those tracks because you got it on another platform, slap yourself, because the bonus tracks is where it's at. But we'll listen to that this evening, trust me, I promise. We're going to listen to some brand new Tona out of Toronto. He dropped an album this week as well. July 26th is the name of that. You can get that on Bandcamp, on Apple, on all of the platforms as well. We're going to take a dig into some of that. And, you know, as I speak on it because it's on my mind, the one thing that I absolutely love about Tona's new album is the absolute revealing of himself. There's some real personal stuff and some real deep stuff that he goes through on this particular release of his, and it was like my hair was standing up on ends. Maybe because I know him, but just to hear the words and the understanding of what it is like to go through different struggles, not only socially but within your own mental space, and what that feels like, and just ripping the strips off of it. So Tona dropped a big one this week as well. Knowledge, he's done a remix of some Music Soul Child. Music Soul Child is getting a lot of burn right now, but we're going to listen to some brand new Knowledge that was released, remixing some Music Soul Child tracks. And of course, I still have a few that I want to drop from Mathematics out of here in Toronto. Math has some joints floating out in the sound sphere, and we're definitely going to listen to some of that tonight. All right, so let's get into it. I've been bumping my gums. This one here into the sound of my voice, this is off of that brand new Beats Treats 2 by J Soul, called Kindred Spirit. Don't get me to tripping. You know what? Let's jump in. I'm going to start. We're just going to break off into hip-hop from the jump. Let's listen to one of the new ones off of Tona's album. This one called Differences. And I'm telling you, he's an MC, man, so listen to the words, right? It's about the everything that is behind what's within this song. Big up to Tona. This is a massive one. We're going to start it off like this today. Differences by Tona here on Honey Drop. This is iLive Radio, y'all.
You are now listening to Honey Drop on iLive Radio.
Troubling times where they strap for cash, then they probably pulling straps for cash. Mascara ain't no makeup, laugh back to myself as my memories travel back for a minute. So the past ain't no place of residence, I'm just visiting, get the record distributed. Approach the finish line with some scissors and cut the ribbon and invite my niggas in. Invite all my women friends, bring the metal round, we gon' never level down from the block and just pedal round, hold my crown, yeah. I think this started in a project basement, remind myself about it while rocking 10,000 faces, so close to them levels you can taste it. The new outlook, copy and paste it. I handle this with patience. It get flagrant, cover my bases, stay identified up in that spaceship. I whip it through fast, something like cake mix. It's far from the lean sippers and pill poppers. Just watch who I talk to, you know I got sound boy buried in a sound garden. Then I just repent and take it up with my lord. Every day I hustle, no I grind and grind often. Can I get a witness? I just live what I ain't talking. I do it till they understand the difference. I do it till they understand the difference. I do it till they understand the difference. I do it till they understand the difference, man. Yeah. If I wasn't so non-conventional, I'd probably make something lighter for radio. The hopes I follow up and they just play me though. You ready to top them up with fellatio? I wanna see freedom coming from Maceo. Ain't no showing no signs of me slowing up. Right in front of your eyes, surprised I've been growing up. Used to have them young dreams of blowing up. Now they gotta send over the money, I ain't showing up. So all my niggas getting wealthy fast. Unhealthy cash, a sick dough coming in. Called the white drumming in. I got the city's pulse, am I on again? Overproof, rum punch, Bacardi blend. That's how I be partying. Road to success, we drive and get our cruise on. Just wait till my cruise on. My head in the clouds, I kiss that vanilla sky. Get my Penelope cruise on. Minority reports out, getting my Tom Cruise on. Quadruple on song, why'd I even write like that? Hats off, you don't write no cap. I have a seed, best believe I ain't never putting my son in rap. Like they striking twice in one spot, make him a Thundercat. Sound boy buried in a sound garden. Then I just repent and take it up with my lord. Every day I hustle, no I grind and grind often. Can I get a witness? I just live what I ain't talking. I do it till they understand the difference. I do it till they understand the difference. I do it till they understand the difference. I do it till they understand the difference, man.
My brother's keeper, as brothers we wore each other's sneakers. Our love was deeper, we shared our father and mother's features. Had no dough to buy clothes, covered each other Easter. One would buy the soda can and share the other's pizza. I was the flashy fly one, young, my brother cheaper. We knew as brothers we were strong without the other weaker. Hide the phone calls to our parents from each other's teachers. On the same team, a cheer for the other from the bleachers. What's mine is his, he in a fight, then I'm jumping in. We come to win, don't care if you don't like it, what? Jump us then. Nothing can come between us, no money decisions. He's hungry, I'm giving, he got me, not funny with women. If you talk about him, then you talking about me. Anytime I say I, then I'm talking about we. He taught me how to rap, saw every letter I penned. He was man enough to tell me that I'm better than him. That meant a lot to me, he probably never know how much. Now I'm able to tell the world, now they know about us. We spoke on the phone noon, he's coming home soon. Heard he may be coming home June. Man, I miss my brother.
Do you have any ethics? I have a lot of ethics. My word is my bond.
Man, I miss my brother.
I'm more honorable than anybody you've ever run across in your life. That's my ethics.
Man, I miss my brother.
It'll be done. If I make a promise, I will keep it. If I tell you I will be at a certain place, I will be there. I will not break my word to you.
Rain, sleet, or snow, there for my bro. Always here, anywhere, need me there, I'ma go. 6 a.m., 12 p.m., need me there, I'ma show. Since kids made a promise over years as we grow. In the car, sing along, the songs playing. Closer than Keenan and Damon, Marlon and Sean Wayans. We love Minister Society, the two of us. Old Dog and Kane, we tight like the Hughes brothers. Got each other back like Shaquem and Shaquille Griffin. Can't wait till you come home from prison.
Yes, yes. This one here, this is one of those brand new ones that I was talking about off of J Soul's Beat Treats 2. Had to be a tongue twister, right? This one with Wordsworth, and y'all know I've had the opportunity to chat with both Wordsworth and J Soul over the years since we've been doing Honey Drop, but this one here, man, can't fail when it comes to the lyrics that Words drops, and relevant right now because as we're learning family and connection to people that are closest to us, we have to do a much better job. I know myself, I have to do a much better job with that, and bridge distances and things like that. Don't get me started. Let's keep it moving. This next one I'm going to get into, this is off of the brand new Ego LMA album, Honey for Wounds, and top to bottom, y'all, absolutely stellar album. We're gonna hear a few tracks off of that because I just can't help it, man. It's just musically beautiful. This one we're gonna start with Song for Bobby, is just one of those. All right, so stay locked, man. We're just getting started here. This is Lucia Dee here on Honey Drop, y'all.
Honey Drop.
You have left me in this place I can't get out, but I refuse to let go. I used to know he was the same as different now.
Honey Drop.
Muggle born, nigga born pure. They don't really see me in the ends. The devil always knocking on my door. I don't really need the influence. Always told myself I'm needing more.
Honey Drop.
I just need a little confidence. Or a cherry beef from the store. And now I'm getting wavy with my friends. My granny told me I should get a job. My brother triple beaming for a Benz. My sister told me that I needed God. I said I got it, but it's on my last within. Girl told me that I need to grow up. And honestly, I nearly took offense. Cause I've been lending money for the glow up. But still I scrape enough to pay the rent.
I got too much pressure and I think I need an ENJ. If I grew some feathers, then I'm on the way to CLA. I've been on a nimbus and I'm loose, yeah, I see the gray. But the silver lining always tells me there's a bad day.
Selling all my problems in the world, just so I can buy into a trend. Trying to get the paper to unfurl, just so I can spend it all again. And when it feels right, and I'm bald-headed like a fan, you're gonna know. Sailing the wind style.
Honey Drop.
Yes, this one here, another one off of that J-Soul Beat Treats 2, Blow Your Mind, another one of the bonus ones, so Bandcamp, make sure you check out Bandcamp, right? Before that, we heard King K with Cherry B, and where we go next? We're gonna roll through Toronto. We're gonna get into another one by Mathematic. This one, God Angel, coming up next. You're locked in, y'all. This is iLive Radio. My name is Lucia Dee, and this is Honey Drop.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Mathematic. Honey Drop.
Gonna do something kinda smooth for y'all. Check it. Blase, blase, blase. That's all I hear nowadays. Move out the way. My sound do justice, and you can trust this. I travel space like a comet and honor the illustrious. Plus I'm getting sick of names, tied down to categories. I bust frames, reinvent the present and the future, and what you used to. Battle Lucifer and bring the truth to y'all. Who the microphone is, and standing for himself and own this. You never truly know unless you be me. Live my life in 5D, 5th dimension. I'm reaching back and forth extension, in possession of my own black hole, of which I control. Reconstruction of matter from mental data. Reveal my powers and those ensure themselves scatter. Living where human beings empowered by God gather. I'm making music for the mind, soul, bruise for the body. Move every line, flip rhymes in the party, spread peace every year. Fam, that's what I be. It's true for the youth, the reality that I see. Cause I could be me, and you could be you, and they could be them. It's easy to do, so ride with the song and let's get it on and build a bond so strong it can't be wrong. Not bound by any, third eye seen plenty. Formulation of a skill I reveal may vary. Multi versions of myself contribute to my health. Different dimensions and chambers of angles is how I dealt and never solve. Always evolve. My work stay in progress. Obvious. God's angels fight against apocalypse. Watching us feeling threatened. Try stopping us, popping us with weapons of precision. Try locking us up in prison. Try to hide the wisdom from knowledge kept hidden, but found with subconscious vision. And all you got to do is listen and choose the right decision. And yo, I'm focused with new eyes. I'm fall for their true lies. This vision right here from two guys that exercise with elements of this culture. This relevance for the structure. Intelligence the conductor. Checking out what we up to. We're making music for the mind, soul, rules for the body. Prove every line, flip rhymes in the party. Spread peace every year with the fam. That's what I be. It's true for the youth. The reality that I see is how can we be. And you can be you.
Honey Drop.
right, y'all. You're locked into iLive Radio. This is Lucia Dee here. And this little set that we got going on is Honey Drop. And I want to send some big love. I see some folks popping in here. My family all the way from across the pond in St. Lucia is here with me. I see you, Bernie. I love you. Benjamin DeGraff. This is one of our newest family members here on iLive Radio, y'all. And if you stay locked here on this Sunday evening, each and every Sunday night, 9 to 11 p.m., he's doing the late shift, y'all. DJ Elegance. Benjamin is here doing his thing with Music is Everything. So make sure that you lock on. Check it out, man. Like, it's a very, very interesting show. Like, yes, music related, but absolutely there are discussions and commentary that's had about what it's like actually right now as a DJ and as a person that is reliant on this social side of our existence to put food on the table. What is it like, and what is the transformation from where we were to where we're going? What does that look like as well? So a lot of really deep discussions going on. Big up to Gwendolyn Collins as well, one of our Soulfest collective members. If you stay locked with me here today, you're definitely going to hear a track that we put out, iLive Music put out with the Soulfest collective. Be Optimistic. We're gonna lock in and check that out. And big love. I see you as well, Uncle Funky. They're rolling through with us, dancing behind the screen. I saw you last night. It is what it is. Now, told y'all a lot of new music came out. Knowledge is a producer that if you've been rolling with me for the past few years, you know that I absolutely admire as well. He's done a lot of work with, across the gamut rappers. I think we featured his work with Anderson .Paak within our first year of Honey Drop way back when. But if you sort of follow music and such, you'll recognize that just like J Soul, this brother doesn't stop putting out tracks. And what he's released lately is a remix, his part 2 of remixes with Music Soul Child. So I think we're going to start this set with one of those tracks, Sexual Healing, Hexual Sealing is the name of the song. But y'all know what the name of the song is, right? So we're going to get into that and see where we go from there. You're locked into iLive Radio, y'all. This is Lucia Dee here on Honey Drop. And let's get into some Hexual Sealing. All right?
Baby, I'm hot just like an oven. I need some loving. Baby, I can't hold it much longer. It's getting stronger and stronger. And when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing, sexual healing. Oh, baby, makes me feel so fine, so fine. Helps to relieve my mind. I say sexual healing, baby. It's good for me. Sexual healing is something that's good for me. Whenever blue teardrops are falling, and my emotional stability is leaving me, there is something I can do. I can get on the telephone and call you up, baby. And honey, I know you'll be there to leave me. The love you give to me will free me. If you don't know the thing you did, I can tell you, darling, that it's sexual healing. Get up. Let's make love tonight. Wake up. Cause you do it right. Baby, I got sick this morning. I see what's storming inside me. Hey, baby, I think I'm capsizing. These waves are rising and rising. And when I get that feeling, I want sexual healing. Sexual healing. That's good for me. Makes me feel so fine. It's such a to relieve my mind. And it's good for us. Sexual healing, baby. It's good for me. Sexual healing is something that's good for me. Well, it's good for me. And it's so good to leave my baby. Come take control. Just grab a hold of my body and mind. Soon we'll be making it, honey. Oh, we're feeling fine. You're my medicine. Open up and let me in, darling. You're so great. I can't wait for you to operate. I can't wait for you to operate. Cause when I get this feeling, I need sexual healing. Oh, when I get this feeling, I need sexual healing.
Has a groove about it. I tell you the truth. This is off of Tall Black Guy's latest release, really relevant to what's going on socially, called Restless As We Are. And we started the evening listening to a track off that album. This one here that we're listening to is called As the Night Moves. This one featuring Devin Morrison and Angelic, man. I absolutely love the vibe of this. We're going to get right into another one off of that same release. This one featuring Tony Osier called F-I-Y-E. All right? Got to listen to the lyrics. There's some big things coming out of the words of the artists right now, right? And that's the vibe that I'm in tonight. So stay locked with me, man. Big love out to Zizam. Oh, my God. I know I'm mashing up your name, but Zizam, I'm going to call you that, all right? So I don't mash it up further. But thank you for rolling through all the way from Brazil. Let's go, Val. This is Lucia Dee here on Honey Drop. You're locked into iLive Radio.
Honey Drop.
If I don't concede, my skin is bright.
business. What you moving over to the side for? I don't even want your purse, I don't even know you. But your fears got you running. So I'm guilty of just being guilty. So guilty. If I don't conceive, because my skin is brown and I wore a frown. Today, I've seen too many times the fear in your eyes. You can't deny. You say you're colorblind. I see fear in your eyes. I see the fear in your eyes.
Honey Drop. You are now listening to Honey Drop on iLive Radio.
Circulate the energy, let the new day that the universe granted me into me.
I still love you though, hate to be the end of me, cause I'm so grateful. I got more than a plate for. I'm so grateful. Closing my eyes and sit in the silence. What you wait for? You got many things to be thankful for. That's why I'm so grateful. Closing my eyes and sit in the silence. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate, rejuvenate. Just meditate. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate, rejuvenate. Just meditate. Close eyes, visualize and get handy while they detail my prize. Life size, see it before I get it, feel it before I have it, before you know it, I'm in it. This moment was already predestined. Get what I ask for as long as I put my best in. So while you laying your head at the Best Western, I'm up with the sun putting my request in. That's why I'm so grateful. I got more than a plate for. I'm so grateful. Closing my eyes and sit in the silence. What you wait for? You got many things to be thankful for. That's why I'm so grateful. Closing my eyes and sit in the silence. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate, rejuvenate. Just meditate. Meditate, rejuvenate. Meditate, rejuvenate.
Honey Drop. Honey Drop. Honey Drop.
Yes, y'all. You're locked into iLive Radio. This is Lucia Dee here on Honey Drop. And this track here on The Sound of My Voice, this is another one by Tall Black Guy. This one, we rolling for you. And this is just a three same song remixed 3 times off of release very recently on Bandcamp. He's doing a lot of work right now with Manzo, and I can only imagine what that's going to sound like, the collaboration of those 2 vibes. But I'm waiting patiently. I'm patient, right? Yes, so we heard, let me let you know who we listened to just then. We started that one with Dedication by J Soul, and we're going to keep on rolling through those beat treats. Volume 2 tracks. After that, we listened to Mental Abstrato with a track called Feeling Good, that one featuring Weza, Synclina, Edson Sean. That track, Meditate, Rejuvenate, out of the UK. That's off of his latest release, Relax, Relate, Release. And you can cop that on Bandcamp as well. And yeah, at this one we find ourselves listening to the Tall Black Guy. Now, I know Facebook Live, y'all got bumped off. I'm sorry for that. That's the way that Facebook rolls, right? But all of the other platforms are still rolling through strong. So, you know, jump onto the YouTube. Make sure you lock into to.iliveradio.com, and we can still rock out for the evening, right? We got a long way to go. Stay locked with me. We're about to jump into the commercial break, and on the top of the 6 o'clock hour, we're going to get into the 10 drop. 10 sweetest honey sweet jams of the week, according to me. And this time there's a little bit of meaning and purpose behind some of the words that are coming out of these tracks, right? All with a sweet vibe behind them. So stay locked with me, man. This is Lucia Dee. We're going to get into, you know what? Let's get into another one of those Eagle LMA tracks before we roll into this commercial break. This one here off of her latest album, Honey for Wounds, track called Tonight I'm Drowning. We're going to get into the 10 drop, y'all. Stay locked with me. This is Lucia Dee here on iLive Radio.
Hello there, this is Benjamin Clementine and listen to iLoveRadio.com.
Hey, what's up, Toronto? My name's Bosco and you're listening to iLive Radio.
This is Dwight Drummond from CBC News Toronto and you're listening to iLive Radio.
Hey, what's going down, man? It's your boy Trix, a.k.a. the Human Jump Off, man. You locked into iLive Radio. They changed the way I listen to radio, man.
Well, y'all listen to iLive Radio. My name is Steve Boyd of Parliament Funkadelic, and we want to thank iLive Radio for keeping the funk alive all over the world, worldwide.
Hello and welcome to the promo for Always Digging. My name is Jeff Skull, aka DJ Scully Funk. Every Sunday afternoon, my partner Gary, aka DJ Gaza Taylor, and I choose a theme and play our favorite songs that fit that theme. Tune in right here every Sunday from noon to 2 on iLive Radio.
Attention, all musicians, bands, associations, clubs, and organizations that represent urban styles of music across Canada. Now is the time to rebuild our urban music nation. All urban music followers under one umbrella. Urban Music Nation is a non-profit organization committed to the development of urban music. Free memberships are available now. urbanmusicnation.ca. Urban Music. One voice. strength in unity.
Hi, my name is Derek Roach, local musician, music producer, and educator in Toronto. I hope everyone is safe and healthy during this time and keeping busy making your life and those lives around you better. I've created a support page for all local Toronto and Ontario musicians and entertainers called Toronto Musicians Fight for COVID-19 Revenue Rights. Our mission is to fight for the loss of income for all Toronto, Ontario musicians and entertainment professionals due to the COVID-19 virus outbreak. Recently, we've learned that the government is thinking about not extending the $2,000 we get per month. We need the CERB program extended and continued into 2021 until they will allow us back to work. If you have concerns or have been affected by this, please join our group. Thank you for taking your time to listen, and a big thanks to Jason Henry from iLive Radio for supporting local musicians, entertainers, and entertainment venues.
Every Friday, take a trip around the world with music from around the globe. Colors of Rhythm with your host DJ Ron John. Fridays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on iLive Radio, iliveradio.com.
This is Lightworks with V Swizzle. She's a hip-hop geek influenced by Dilla Beats. Tune into her show each and every Monday, 8 till 10 p.m. on iLive Radio UK, where the vibe is funky, chunky beats interwoven with lost funk hits for sound innovation. This is Lightworks with B Swizzle on iLive Radio UK.
Hey, what's up? This is DJ Jarzino right here on iLive UK, the station that's changing the way you listen to radio. Catch me each and every Thursday from 9 p.m. till midnight, where I'll be giving you 3 hours of orgasmic sounds, live interviews, and a special ladies seduction selection. So do me a favor, come on, spread the word and share the link. It's the Love Freeness Radio Show every Thursday on iLive UK.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
Honey drop, honey drop.
All right, y'all. 6:03 p.m. here in Toronto. You're locked into iLive Radio, and my name is Lucia Dee. Now, this is the time that we jump into the 10 honey sweet vibes of the week. The 10 drop is what we call it, and I got a lot of new ones in here, to tell you the truth. You know, as folks are cooped up and artists are inside sort of being introspective and digging into themselves a little deeper, we're getting a lot of beautiful music, incredible music coming out of across the globe. I can't even lay a place on it right now. We're going to get through this 10 drop tonight with some bangers, with some straight, some soothing ones, some hot ones, some mental ones, all of that. This one here we're going to start with in at number 10 tonight. This is off of King K's latest album, A Penny's Worth, coming out of the UK. This track here featuring one of my definite favorites, Children of Zeus, track called Top Down. This is where we're going to begin tonight, the 10 drop, number 10 this week, y'all. Let's go.
Honey drop. The 10 drop.
Smile at the sun, summertime vibe off the room. Can I catch a vibe with someone? I ride with my ones, hands to the sky when I'm on. Wanna take a drive with my dons. I'm from the slum, never liked knives or the guns, but I still ride for my ones. Never hide that you dumb. Hands to the sky when I'm on. Wanna take a drive with my dons. Hey, look. Wacky racing on the east state. Would be in the posse laughing at me as we dream chase. The beast stay creepy in the coop, but we evade in the sugar book, doing 30 on a dream chase. Cause we're just trying to find honeys and work for the money so I can give mommy. I'm pop penning when I'm penning off my DNA. It's hard to Babylon in Babylon, so we speak change. Cause we're just trying to live that good life. You know, get it if it looks nice. Yeah, I fill her belly if she cook right. I say penny on a hood vibe.
Smiling when the weather ain't sunny. Tomorrow ain't promised, but I'll vow that I love me. Sunny sky, spending time with my slim ting. She look fly, wild kites in the crimson.
Through your hair, my skin. I don't care where we go. No destination. Too fast, stay in control.
Hey look, anything or anything. More cash, buy me anything. I want stacks over anything. With the last on a Henry ting. Get me fries on a Henny ting. Anything or anything. Anything or anything. More cash, buy me anything. I want stacks over anything. With the last on a Henry ting. Get fries on a Henny ting. Anything or anything.
Down in the rain, on the way now. Riding with Bay on the way now. You talking if you're late now. Swerving the lanes till we break down. Talk down in the rain, on the way now. Riding with Bay on the way now. You talking if you're late now. Swerving the lanes till we break down.
Yeah, top down, sticky, nice, warm summer breeze. Them pink clouds in my rear view. That purple sky got me feeling like 100 G's. Mellow mermaids on Malibu, the soundtrack. Fifth gear, foot down, chasing sunsets. Plus the scenic route, got a brother feeling peaceful. A call to pick up my girl, she's with a girlfriend. See recline, they wanna park up where the world ends. Politicking from the backseat, we smoking loud. Stargazing with the roof down, we blowing clouds. Deep conversation, no explanation. Watch the world turn, learn there's no destination. Yo, the journey's where them jewels. I forget the rules. Travel light speed, we burn a new car, we making moves. Long as that music makes the windows rattle. You switch gears, give thanks, fight a different battle. Let's go.
Yes, y'all. In at number 10 this week on the 10 drop, this is Kin K with Children of Zeus. This one off of his latest album, A Penny's Worth, track called Top Down. And this is the second week here in the 10 drop. This one here, it's a vibe, right? Definitely a vibe. Up next, in at number 9, we're going to stretch across the pond. Again, still in the UK, because clearly they're dropping some vibes out there right now. Ego LMA has released her latest album this week, Honey for Wounds, and I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful album on so many levels and layers. Definitely go ahead and pick that up. This one here, a track called Girls Don't Always Sing About Boys. In at number 9 this week on the 10 drop, y'all. Stay locked. You're listening to iLive Radio, www.to.iliveradio.com.
Girls don't always sing about boys. What if I wanna talk about soulfully? In the earth, the ocean, plastic happening. Would anybody listen at all if I don't parade in a bra? Only to get my point across. I don't always think about boys, but I hear love is the only thing worth fighting for. As well as loving the same sex, sanitary kits for homelessness, grandfather mental health for all.
The 10 drop.
We'll go to school and then get married and start a family. And I'll go to school and then get married and start a family. The cycle continues. When we don't question what we're into. We'll go to school and then get married and start a family. And I'll go to school and then get married and start a family. The cycle continues. When we don't question what we're into. Girls don't always sing about boys, even though it's what sells and what's relatable. I mean, who would dance and wanna cry to a song about getting your heart broke. Cause you'll sing all the words that you never spoke or couldn't. I can't always think about boys, cause I've been reading about air pollution, sustainable fashion, learned behaviors, why it all happened. So I guess I'll raise the issues with a nice beat behind me, singing it sweet so you'll still buy me as I rethink the norm. Like go to school and then get married and start a family, and they'll go to school and then get married and start a family. The cycle continues.
Yeah. In at number 9 this evening, y'all, this is Ego LMA off of her Honey for Wounds latest release. This track called Girls Don't Always Sing About Boys, challenging some tried and true fundamental thoughts of male-female relations, right? Yeah, big words going on in that one. Coming in at number 8, this track here has been rolling to the 10 drop for the past few weeks, and it's going to stay there because I love it. This one here by Zanaya Aleke, a track called Tempted, out of Detroit, Michigan, and produced by some iLive alumni, right? I always got to give props and shouts to those producers. So this one, Dean Beans and Jahi, who came down as part of Zoe's band for all of the Soul Fest that he's joined us with, especially the last being the headliner. This track, work of those hands. So we're going to get into number 8. This is Zanaya Aleke with Tempted, y'all, in the 10 drop.
Memories of you and me always take me to a place I know I shouldn't be. Even though you're not the one that I'm supposed to see, I want to be in your arms right now.
The 10 drop, the 10 drop.
I won't, but I'm tempted.
Yes, yes. In at number 8 this evening, y'all, this is Zanaya Aleke with Tempted. Big vibe out of that one, man. Definitely love it. Yes, so we've rolled from the UK, we've gone through Detroit, got to roll that right back into Toronto. In at number 7 this evening, y'all, Mathematic, with a track that debuted last week in the 10 drop. This one here called 7 C's. Big vibe out of this one, y'all. You are locked into iLive Radio. This is Honey Drop, and my name's Lucia Dee.
Check this
The 10 drop. Honey drop.
Realism. Yeah. Yo. This life like waves in the ocean, I'm riding. I survive my days while I'm surfing, colliding with the faces of strangers and friends combining. Good vibes, good to be alive on the horizon. The black sun exercising my mind, and my speech float like a speedboat in my mind. And I skate over the surface of hi-hat with fly rap. Born to do it, stay true to it. Who could deny that? Could be high tide or low tide, my flows ride. Maybe new moon or full moon, I don't hide. Read the emotion of the planet and understand it. Every day I watch the sky and the cloud, don't take it for granted. It feels good swimming in my H2O flow. Back in the hood, my beginning was a B-boy pro. It's the power of the waterfall letting you know we the unstoppable, getting down in the show. Feeling like I'm sailing on 7 seas and living in a world, no boundaries. From the north, south, west, east, we got heat. For that math realism, it beyond repeat. I'm feeling like I'm sailing all 7 seas and living in a world, no boundaries. From that north, south, west, east, we got heat. For that math realism, it beyond repeat. Deeper, scuba diving to the monitor speaker. Reach the ocean floor and it get darker than the reaper. Need the darkness to know the light. We the black and the fact is a weaker something we can teach her. It's more than just one shade and topic to invade. New logic is the object, don't get locked in the cage. The ocean need plant algae, prey predator like we need black, brown, yellow, white, etc. Together is one, and one is together. We build a human family with sisters and brothers and try to divide and conquer and thought it was clever. But the devil and his greed can't last forever. Paragliding, hope the scope of your vision is wide. Narrow-minded, then you missing who be on your side. Yo, it's math, go to war with you down the ride. Change the world, letting out of us what's inside. I'm feeling like I'm sailing on 7 seas and living in a world, no boundaries. From the north, south, west, east, we got heat. For that math realism, it beyond repeat. I'm feeling like I'm sailing all 7 seas and living in a world, no boundaries. From that north, south, west, east, we got heat. For that math realism, it beyond repeat. Clash of the titans, lords of writing, exciting, reciting, inviting the masses. I'm enticing, fresh innovation, new combination, ill conversation, eliminate abomination, using calculated tactics. Evaluate the mathematic, how I been getting at it, perfectly formatted. Competition get dogmatic, consistently score, manage the victory soar. How we significantly more. I spit it with strictly raw, magnificent with it. Type to rush to the front of the crowd and see who is it. I find it's no surprise when you realize it's mine. My team got magnified senses. Yeah, you know what's up, we relentless. Yeah, you know what's up, we relentless. Yeah, you know what's up. Yeah, you know what's up. Yeah, you know what's up. You know what's up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We move around the planet, flowing like current. Bringing it to you live and direct.
In at number 7 this evening, y'all, this is Mathematic, straight Toronto, original MC, off of his latest album, Realism, track called 7 C's. Y'all, make sure you jump onto Bandcamp and reach out and grab that. Mathematic, always just completely solid, man. Lyrics, beat, vibe, message, all that. Definitely one of my favorite MCs in my city. We're going to get into number 5 track, y'all. This one here, still on the hip-hop vibe. This one, T. Lucas and Substantial out of Baltimore, track called Wishing Well, featuring Stephanie Gale out of Baltimore, off of an EP called Dirty Sneakers. That's where we're about to go here, y'all. Number 6 in the 10 drop.
The 10 drop.
You know what? I absolutely have to take the pause because my eyes jumped ahead. And I got to take a pause because this particular track here deserves its own and proper due. All right? Yes, correction. We have to admit when we make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So, number 7, that was Mathematic. 7 C's off of Realism, Toronto MC. And I made the statement that he is one of my favorite MCs in the city. This next track in at number 6, this is another one of my favorite MCs out of the city, Tona. And if you've been rolling with me, I've had sit downs with Tona. We got to sit and parlay about, his past releases and such. Absolutely positively one of Toronto's finest. So number 6, proper due. This track here is called Everything is Golden featuring Tanisha. This is off of his very latest release this Friday, album called July 26th. Tona in at number 6, y'all, here on Honey Drop. This is iLive Radio.
The 10 drop. Honey drop. The 10 drop.
Always talking about every loss, taking every loss, sacrificing for every loss, so that's what it costs. Now we're looking back at it all, everything is golden. Everything is gold. Always talking about every loss, taking every loss, sacrificing for every loss, so that's what it costs. Now we're looking back at it all, everything is golden. Everything is gold. Everything is golden, golden. Everything is golden, golden now. Everything is golden, golden. Everything is golden. Everything is golden, golden. Everything is golden, golden now. Everything is golden, golden. Everything is golden now.
Just wanted to spill my heart on something. Just wanna talk nowadays without fronting. And maybe for the first time in a rhyme, I could open up about my cousin, which he thought nobody loved. That took his own life. And in these times, we sitting here and reflect what we could have done different, change the outcome. Let's start with neglect. Might change the non-linear and butterflies effect. Help alleviate the stress. Now we all here just a mess. Yeah, might just fix my own mental health. Feel like when they see you go and get it yourself is when they offer some help. I need to open up more, run this emotional store. Soon as I open the door, people rushing the floor, vandalize the whole thing and take the cash out the drawers. I hope somebody getting that metaphor. The world is yours to explore. I trust nobody up nowadays, or maybe that I'm just too stuck in my ways. Let's spot the man I portray.
Always talking about every loss, taking every loss, sacrificing for every loss, so that's what it costs. Now we're looking back at it all, everything is golden. Everything is gold. Always talking about every loss, taking every loss, sacrificing for every loss, so that's what it costs. Now we're looking back at it all, everything is golden. Everything is gold. Everything is golden, golden. Everything is golden. Everything is golden, golden. Everything is Everything is golden, golden. Everything is golden.
Yes, big propas on this one. This is Everything is Golden. Tona featuring Tanisha off of his latest release, July 26th. Make sure you go and get that because it's serious, right? Listen, if you love hip hop, you love lyricism, and you know Tona, man, this is, I feel, an extraordinarily personal album that he's put out. Like, there are a few of these songs here that I actually, I like to listen to my music in the car. I actually had to peel back and just stop for a moment and take in what he was actually saying. Really, really just raw in some of the things that he expresses through his words in this particular album. So make sure you go ahead and cop that. I love it. Tona, if you're listening, I love it. Now I'm going to get into that T. Lucas and Substantial joint featuring Stephanie Gale. Substantial, you know, Beats Beneath featured producer of the past, MC in his own right. He major individual movement as far as reaching back into his community in Baltimore and giving back, and I definitely love that. And has done a lot of work with J Soul, who y'all know that I have an affinity for as well. So this track here, Wishing Well, in at number 5 this week on the 10 Drop, y'all. You're locked into iLive Radio. Let's go.
The 10 Drop. Honey Drop.
It's frigid, cold outside, -2 degrees, a warm fireplace, eating crackers with some Gouda cheese, thinking about memories of a fonder time, played it on rewind, soon as you palmed your wine, I said I loved you, but right now I'm on the grind, can't afford to pay you attention cause it costs too high, peach from an orchard, sweet lullaby, my black orchid, beautiful picture we painted inside a cracked portrait. Can't describe the melodies of her exact softness, similar to Egyptian flutes played in Rolls Royces. We had the time of our lives and I made some poor choices, and now your heart remains closed like unboiled oysters. Thirsty for your love and I ain't left the kitchen in days. Your perfume lingers like Sade singing her pain, bringing the rain to a sunny day. Forget all of the money, babe, it's just me and you, now let's just run away.
This is meant to be. You're the one that's meant for me.
We made, the more lazy. Plan to paint a narrative of our lives, vivid as Scorsese. Taking trips to Cozumel, the waters of Haiti. Everything was all swell till you wanted a baby. My appetite was too lustful, hard to adjust to. Wanted a piece of the pie, wanted the crust too. Forcing you to live a lie, but still wanted to trust you. Found out yesterday that one of the homies had crushed you. Damn, the stain of the pain that remains on the brain. I'm playing 808s and heartbreaks for days upon days. I've been living in a dark place, but I never cave. Too much pride, rather go blind like Etta James. Now I'm just sipping my whiskey in doubles, like old timers trying to soak up my troubles. We used to take pictures in public as lovers, and now I'm just an insignificant other.
This is meant to be, and you're the one that's meant for me. Then through the ups and downs, what comes around, and baby, this is it for me. But if this is meant to fail, it becomes a living hell. Yeah, it's sad enough, but we had our fun, and I promise to wish you well.
Wish you well.
What did we do to get here? All the magic we had is disappeared. We never said it right, 'cause all we do is fight. The love we dreams and fight, and now it's unclear where we're going from this moment on. We tried our best to retain that bond. It's clear to see there's no you and me. Doing all you remain in my memory. This is meant to be, and you're the one that's meant for
The
me.
10 Drop.
Yes, this one here in at number 5 this evening, y'all. This is T. Lucas and Substantial with Wishing Well, featuring Stephanie Gale. Honestly, definitely love the vibe, the message, the thought behind it all, and I think my mind is really stuck on those things right now in light of what life is. But Substantial, T. Lucas, this is out of an area that I have a connection to, as it, you know, I went to school out there through my college, university years. Number 4 coming in is out of that same region, and Substantial and J Soul have actually done a lot of work together, and I'm sure beyond a doubt we'll continue to do more work together. This track here, in at number 4, off of Beat Treats 2. I don't know why I'm stammering over that. Like, damn, it's crazy. Beat Treats 2. killing it this evening. J Soul, his latest release, just this Friday, and straight boom bap on that thing. If you know, we've had the experience of Afro electric soul out of J Soul. Of course, we know hip hop. We know his singing, his vocal abilities. Just had that recent release with Mind Design, remixing those tracks with his vocals. This track here again features that sound out of he himself, right? So this is a bonus track, so that means if you don't get it off Bandcamp, you're not going to get it. This one here called Blessed, in at number 4 this evening on the 10 drop, y'all. Let's go. This is iLive Radio.
The 10 drop. Honey drop.
Slide. Every day. Feel like we at war. We just trying to figure it out, you know?
The 10 drop.
Yes, y'all. In at number 4 this evening, this is Blessed. Blessed. This is off of J Soul's latest release, Beat Treats 2. Bonus track. That means you got to get it off of Bandcamp, bro. So you're not going to get to enjoy this particular tune, right? What a vibe. What a vibe. Now, these last 3 that I chose, or that sit in this, the top 3 for the 10 drop this week. Really and truly, there are purposes behind it. Blessed is in here because I'm sure that I am not the only one that absolutely is longing for a positive word and a positive vibe, and someone to just say, lift your head up a little bit. And Blessed found itself at number 4 for that. Number 3, a little bit more defiant in its stance. This one by Pharoah Monch and Styles P, a track called Same Shit, Different Toilet. And it speaks for itself, right? I don't even have to say much because, yeah, same shit, different toilet. You locked into iLive Radio, y'all. This is Lucia Dee here on Honey Drop.
The 10 drop. Honey drop.
Can't call it same dish, different toilet. When will the struggle end? Square one, we're back again. I'm about to lose control. What up? Please ease my soul, but I'm gonna get me a gun. They're burning crucifixes on my lawn again. They wanna hang it like an ornament. It's tormenting. Morning over yesterday, still yawning inside of a tournament. I can't win. Good morning, shotgun blast passed by my head. I'm a man, I'm closet and slid my son up under the bed. Filled the Smith & Wesson with lead. Looked in the mirror, said, breathe. Now come on, breathe. I'm about to bring 6 Klansmen to their knees. A cold story that my old man told me. If you're wondering why I have so much pent up hostility inside of my soul and the memory still moves me, just take a glimpse into the mind of an OG. Underneath the oak tree in the shade where I hang at. That's the same spot my great-grand used to hang at. Peace, God, I can't call it. Saying this different, all that. When will the struggle go? Square one, we're back again. I'm about to lose control. Please ease my soul. Or I'm gonna get me a gun. What up, Pete?
Same dish, different toilet. Can't call it long line of alcoholics in the fam. My man gave me work, and I sat up on the strip and got knocked. A long line of homies in the can. Jail is the ship that don't sail, that hold the slaves. And the judge have you asking for bail like it's the wave. Like that's the wave. Meaning a slave even pays to be caged in, which is motherfucking insane. That's insane. It's like we picking cotton again. 45's a Klansman, shit is rotting again. They gave us AIDS, gave us crack, now they plotting again. That boy ran, so they shot him, then they shot him again. That's sad. The same shit, make the tissue new. Make it 400 years, let's make the issues new. Why you love a dead black visual? I'm about to grab my gun, shit is critical. The devils is evil and all miserable.
Peace, God, I can't call it. Saying this different, all that. When will the struggle go? Square one, we're back.
Yes. Big one in at number 3 this evening on the 10 drop, y'all. This is Pharoah Monch and Styles P. Same shit, different toilet. I want to send some quick love out. Farmer, I See You Houseworks every Wednesday, 10 to 12 p.m. He and DJ Majesty take over the Soulful House group. Thank you for rolling through, brother. I love that. Janine, I see you. Thank you for locking in. And all the way from South Africa. I got to give some love to the international listeners, right? Because we have that blessing of being on internet radio and reaching out a little bit beyond just what Toronto can do. So I see you, brother. Nambuso, thank you for locking in to Honey Drop, right? We got 2 more to go before we get to the end of this 10 drop. Now, this one in at number 2. Kemi Sulola. I had the blessing of sitting with her a few months back as she made a trip to Toronto and from the UK, of course, from London, and was blessed to sit back and get to listen to her just pour her heart out in iLive Soulfest 2020. As you know, when COVID first hit, this was the first time that we said, you know what, let's do this music festival online, right? And Kemi was a part of that. Now, in light of all of the things that have been going on, she has taken a song that was actually written in a past protest that she took part in, but current situations caused this song to kind of come back to her. So this track here is her production, her voice, her sound, more than anything, her heart. And I'm not even going to lie to you. When I first listened to this today, I got hairy arms. I got hairy arms, right? Can you see them? They're hairy. I have hairy arms, and the hair on my skin kind of stood up. Listen to this one, y'all. This track called Justice by Kemi Sulola out of the UK, iLive alumni. In at number 2 this week here on the 10 drop, y'all. Check this one.
Justice!
The 10 drop.
Lord, please answer our prayer. Lead us to our welfare. We're done living in fear, 'cause we can't live, we can't breathe, we need justice. The innocent have been harmed. Give us strength to push on. This oppression too long, 'cause we can't live, we can't breathe. Where's the justice? Tell me what has become of our rights. It feels like every day's still a fight. We keep on going with all of our might. If you're with us, then we'll be alright. Too many things that we've had to endure. Too many times we've been knocked and abhorred. It's enough and it must be
stress. So the pressure's too long, cause we can't live, we can't breathe, we need justice. Where's our justice? But end in a dream. I hope that we will all see better days. I hope that all this pain won't be in vain. I hope that all this dream will all come true, because the change is falling. But did you? I hope that we will work it out in time. I don't believe in love unless we're holding mine. Remember we are one of the same, one human race. We need justice. Oh, hear our prayer. Na na, na na na. As we can't play, we can't pray. We need justice, and we can't speak, can't sell our CDs. We need justice, and we can't run, can't stay at home. We need justice, and we can't read in the car seat. We need justice, and we can't sleep, we can't buy sweets. We need justice, and we can't even get a ticket. We need justice, oh Lord, and we can't stay, we can't fit in. We need justice.
For you said in your word that your love was just.
Oh Lord,
So we trust in your word, you will rise up for
hear our
us.
prayer.
All the trials of the world, they cannot bring us down.
No, no, no.
For the tide is to come and a change will be
It's time
found.
for a change. It's time for change. Ooh. Lord, hear our prayer.
I can't breathe, we need justice.
Yes. This one here in at number 2. This is Kemi Sulola with Justice. And you have to be living under a rock to not very internally feel the words within that particular song. I've been having a very hard time, to be really honest, wrangling what I see going on in front of me, and slapping myself, understanding the reality of where we are. And I have always been very conscious of the fact that some of the most poignant songs and most important songs of generations come out of times of extraordinary struggle. And we're going to look back in a couple of years at where we are sitting right now, and there are certain songs that are going to ring out and grab hold of individuals in a particular way. This one, had the hair on my arm standing up, and so did this one that's found itself in at number 1. Now, number 1 is coming from a young man, 12 years old, and I know that you've heard it. I know that you've seen this child, but the emotion that he is able to extract out of myself and I think every ear that heard it, this is my number 1 because I continue to be astounded by what I see going on socially around me. And, you know, I always heard the saying, it's out of the mouth of babes, right? This speaks to that in itself. So in at number 1 tonight, y'all, Kedron Bryant, he's released this track because he got a brand new record deal, y'all, with Warner Records. Young gospel, 12-year-old singer, I Just Want to Live is what's going to rock out at number 1 tonight, y'all. This is iLive Radio, and my name is Lucia Dee. This is The Cry.
I just wanna live. God protect me.
The 10 Drop.
I'm a young black man doing all that I can to stand. Oh, but when I look around and I see what's being done to my kind, every day I'm being hung to disgrace. My people don't want no trouble. We've had enough struggle. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live. God protect me. So many thoughts in my head. Will I live or will I end up dead? It's an unease or sequel. No matter where I be, there's no place safe for me. Oh, I'm not asking for too much. So Lord, please help. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live. God protect me. This is my battle cry. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live.
Number 1 in the 10 Drop this evening, y'all. This is Keedron Bryant with I Just Wanna Live. And tell you the truth, we have 10 minutes left, and I've had such a hard time speaking about this stuff when I get here with this mic in front of me, right? But to listen to this child, 12 years old, and if you've been able to see the actual video that came out with him first singing this, I cannot express. A 12-year-old boy should not have the pain and awareness that this one does in his eyes, to have to just beg for the right to exist. 12 years old, right? So, I mean, we here at iLive Radio, we pump and we promote independent artists and independent music. Yes, this young man, 12 years old, has had the blessing this week of signing with Warner Records, and this is his absolute first release. And I am saying to you all, go and buy this young man's song. You know you're going to buy a coffee that will probably cost you the same. Go and support this young man, because in this time that we're living in right now, I can tell you the truth. The words and the sounds and what he is able to evoke from me internally by just asking for the simple right of just living at 12 years old. We're seeing a shift globally, y'all. We have to pay attention to what it is that we're seeing globally. It's not a lele thing. This is serious. And it's the young people that are leading this charge. Support that, right? Support that. And I think the United States is seeing more of what I can't even lie, because Canada is seeing it as well. But for those of you that are in the streets right now protesting and out there fight, don't let up. Nothing worth anything comes easy, right? Keedron Bryant in at number 1. Let me let y'all know what we had here in this 10 drop. We got 8 minutes to go, and somehow this 10 drop gets longer and longer every time. But in at number 10, Kin K and Children of Zeus with Top Down. Number 9 off of Ego LMA's latest brand new Honey for Words, Girls Don't Always Sing About Boys. Number 8 this week from Zanaya Aleke, Tempted. Locked in that spot. Mathematic out of Toronto, his latest release, Realism. That track called 7 Seas took in the number 7 spot. My man Tona in at number 6, featuring Tanisha with a track called Everything Is Golden. Make sure you cop that, man. Real personal. I love the vulnerability of that entire album, to be really honest with you. July 26th is the name of that. In at number 5, T. Lucas and Substantial. We jumped into the DMV off of the Dirty Sneakers EP. That track called Wishing Well, featuring Stephanie Gale. In at number 5, J Soul, Beat Treats 2. I've been rinsing it this evening, y'all. Definitely that track, Blessed, a bonus track, found its way here at number 4 in the 10 drop, just soaking up and loving not only the vibe that J Soul creates, but the vocal beauty that comes out of his as well. So that track definitely jumped up in the 10 drop with a quickness this week, I can say that. Number 3, Pharaoh Monch and Styles P, Same Shit, Different Toilet. I try not to swear so much, but I'm gonna swear because, so it go. That one in at number 3. Kemi Sulola. Number 2 tonight, Justice. Big tune, asking the same thing as our number 1 track by Keedron Bryant, I Just Want to Live. It's a major time that we're going through, and I'm curious to see how history will write this in the future, right? But pay attention and do your part. Be safe out there with everything that's going on, y'all. We have not only a pandemic of actual virus going around, but we have a pandemic of racism. We have a pandemic of some real substandard and lackluster governmental leadership that's at play. And then you have the normal, regular people in between the mix like us that are just trying to live, right? Stay on point, y'all. We got 5 more minutes. I'm going to jump into another J Soul track here off of Beat Treats 2 before we roll out. This one here called Soundwave just feels so damn good. So we're going to start our last few moments here together this evening with this one. And make sure you jump onto Bandcamp and cop that. I want to thank y'all for rolling through on Facebook Live. For those of you on Twitch as well, that's a new platform for us to be out there on. And most definitely to my crew rolling through on to.iliveradio.com. Big birthday blessings out to DJ Sessions once again. Let's roll out these last 5 minutes, y'all. We're gonna jump into some J Soul. This is Soundwave. Thank y'all for locking in. This is iLive Radio, y'all, changing the way you listen to radio.
You are now listening to Honey Drop on iLive Radio. Honey Drop. You are now listening to Honey Drop on iLive Radio. Honey Drop. Honey Drop. You are now listening to Honey Drop on iLive Radio. Honey Drop. You are now listening to Honey Drop on iLive Radio.